Welcome to Tai Chi. Everybody ready? Let's warm up. Hands at your waist, turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. Interlock those fingers. Turn at the hips and waist to peek at the heel of your opposite foot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Shift your weight to the left. Kick your right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kick your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman, opening up your span, parallel feet, choose the right side. Cross and sit on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift your weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so golden cockerel. So good Tai Chi posture, but today's focus, besides all the other previous focus areas such as sitting back, shifting of weight, creating circles and spirals, we're going to layer it with breathing. So when we breathe, it should be not shallow breathing from the top, but deeper breathing through your diaphragm. In most instances, breathing is natural for Tai Chi. There's never a set pattern where once you inhale, you need to exhale and keep that pattern going. But you do what's natural, but the breathing should not be shallow, but should be deeper. But along that line, the tongue remains on the palate, and it should as long as you're doing Tai Chi. In most incidents, when we hold our ball, we have an inhalation. When we step out and we shift our weight, it's an exhale. So we're keeping it simple, okay, because it's not really something that I can apply in a intro class rigidly. So we're going to just kind of understand it for its general purpose. When we breathe, we take in air without obviously showing that we're sucking it up through a straw, but we're bringing it into our lungs. And then when we exhale, we're stretching out that breath as long as we can. And I made a mistake and said lungs, but you know it's through your diaphragm. So if we can just stand there and make sure that the air that we inhale is making our stomach shrink and contract, and then we breathe out through our nose, okay? But you don't have to show that in an obvious way. So just as a way of validating or showing how I presented the inhaling and exhaling, if we could just hold our ball and we're inhaled, okay? We're not breathing out yet. But once we take a step and we start to shift our weight, the exhale is all the way through the fullest extent of your parting of the wild horse's mane. Then when we sit back, it starts to bring the air back into us as we hold our ball. But once we start to take an L, we exhale all the way through until we feel like an inflated balloon. Then we reverse that process because we're shifting our weight. When we center, we're keeping still. There's no really movement of air yet until we step to the side and stretch out that breath as we exhale. And once we finish that parting of the wild horse's mane, our exhale should finish, okay? And then we're back to the center. So I would say, let's focus on that really well, starting with golden cockerel. And I'm listening to two people and trying to avoid it, so that's why I'm not thinking what. Do you want to say something?
I just want to say one thing. Okay. When you do your breathing, two things I want to say. One, breathe with your diaphragm. It's diaphragmatic breathing. Supposedly massages your inside, but it increases the strength of your breathing. Okay, so diaphragmatic breathing. And the other one is try to think about when you're inhaling, you are centering, you are concentrating your energy. As you exhale, or as you release your energy outward, exhale. Try to time it to sort of to that. It's not always going to sync, but try your best.
Okay, so I'm glad Ken interjected. It makes it a little bit easier to understand. So we'll take it from there. So put that as a primary focus today, and then layer it with the other focus areas that I previously taught you, and then together that becomes a whole piece that we should always address, not separately. Okay, but today we're focusing on breathing, okay? So we are good Tai Chi posture, and we're coming up as a golden cockerel. And exhaling probably. Inhaling, exhaling. You kind of study your breathing pattern just the way I am. Do what's natural. Kicking out. Probably inhaling, exhaling, in and out. All right, I'm going to turn around and I want you to watch something. I detected this on watching our broadcasts, okay? So, in essence, when we kick out, we're out this way. Okay, watch again. I bring my elbows, shoulders, and then I kick out. Okay? This is incorrect. See if you can detect why, and I'll explain, okay? You know what's wrong? I took all that effort to bring my centering correctly here, then all of a sudden I'm dropping that to push out. So maybe that's an extreme, but I see people doing that. So don't defeat your efforts. You are slowly shifting weight, bringing it together, and then that same height in which you start to disperse that energy is where you want to be. Don't come up and then drop it down because you feel that you need that balance coming down lower. Okay, that in essence is important, but sometimes you don't realize that. And here again, you're enforcing or creating your spirals, okay? So once you come down, that's not too much of a spiral. That's you're bringing it up to spiral out, right? You're not bringing it up to come down to come out and making an angle. All right, get it? Any questions so far on what we kind of fixed up or refined? Okay, you need to incorporate that and practice that so it does not become a bad habit that's harder to undo. All right. Now, here we go. Creating spirals, creating circles, shifting our weight, and also our breathing. In, out. Like a balloon all the way out, inflated. Sit back. Twist. Center. Shift. Out. Sit. Twist. Center, shift, out, sit, twist, in or center, out, now. Sit, turn, center in, out, now. Sit, twist, center, L, out, stretch it out. Sit, turn, center, turn, out. As if you hear the words from me, can you internalize what you heard? Sit, listen, turn, parallel, higher, multitask, center, turn, out. Sit, turn, center, turn, out. Breathing out. Sit, twist, inhale, out, exhale. Sit, twist, center, turn, out. Okay, dragging that breath out. Sit, twist, center, turn, out. Sit, turn, center, turn, out. Listen carefully. Sit, turn, center, ward off, out, now. Turn, grasp the bird's tail. How's your breathing? How's your breathing out? In, out. Sit, twist, center, turn, out. Turn, in, out, in, out. Internalize the keywords and match it with your breathing. This last set, I want you to concentrate on your breathing, but make sure that you have spirals and circles, as well as shifting of weight. Last set, I'm going to do the best I can to support you. Center, circle, turn, shift weight, exhale, inhale. Spirals and circles, contact, Push that energy out as well as you're breathing. Bring it back to yourself or recycle. Semicircle to a circle. Out breathing. Spiral down as you inhale. Exhale. Sit. Exhale. Hold your ball on a T-stance. Pause. Okay, so some of you may say, well, you know, breathing is very easy because it's a normal thing that we do. We don't have to think about it. But I think you are missing the point in that if we focus on something as easy as breathing, you then identify with what your body is doing as it inhales and exhales when we talk about moving, especially in Tai Chi. I can't blanket and say that what we learn through our movements in Tai Chi and our breathing would match anything else, but I have the tendency where I can easily say that whatever I do on outside non-Tai Chi activities probably are very similar, okay? So if we do not, wait, it's hard because I have to avoid looking at him and then I know he's telling me something. All right, so I know he always has good stuff. And today on the car ride over, I purposely kind of said, this is what I'm going to teach, but I don't want to say too much because I get infiltrated with, you know, same thing, you folks are laughing because you could identify with it. But anyway, no, I really believe that Ken is an asset. He's an asset in that he expands my knowledge. It gives you an opportunity to hear another person's point of view. But no, so where was I? Exhaling and inhaling, I could just skip it and say, you know what, you folks are still alive. You breathe through your whole 1 hour session, so no problem, you know. But no, breathing is an integral part in Tai Chi, and to ignore it and not give it as a lesson is not doing a good job. So yes, these are our priorities. Breathe naturally. Be aware of your breathing and breathe through your diaphragm. And of course, that's already going to give you good health, right? And it probably will increase your ability to breathe when you need that breath, when you are down in some other not so advantaged event or incident, okay? Can I just show a raise of hands? Okay, the question is, was it difficult or was it easy? And then the question is, can you see that whatever you do in your movements match your breathing? So I'll go for the second one. How many feel that your Tai Chi movements perhaps were matching or enhanced your breathing? Yes or no? Okay. Some are not saying, but some are nodding or smiling. But maybe that's something that's fresh or new that you have to kind of let it grow on yourself and then decide for yourself, oh yeah, that really makes sense. Or wait, I thought I was breathing in and she's breathing out. But you do, and it's hard for me because I'm talking, right? And I'm still breathing. So I don't know which one I'm supposed to say. And sometimes I think, oh, they probably think I'm crazy because I'm not supposed to be breathing out. But anyway, so it's a personal thing. It is important. I would say as you're doing things and practicing, take a look at your breathing, okay? Yeah, Liz.
Well, I'm glad you brought up breathing because I was finding that I was holding
Holding
my breath.
your breath. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. Okay. I like that, and I liked how you shared because, yeah, it's natural to hold your breath because you don't know, because you're concentrating so hard on the movement. you know, and you may explode. I don't know if you do take a breath. No, I can feel, I could understand with that. I could, you know, easily fall into the arc position also, and I'm sure that others in here too. Yeah, Rick.
After Ken mentioned breath, I was aware of my breath, and I couldn't coordinate it. I could feel it, that I was breathing, but I couldn't coordinate it with the movement.
Okay, so good. So how do we get better? We are aware of our breathing, but we have not coordinated our movements with our breathing. So this is where it should come all interfold, and we try to our best to get that together. So we're inhaled or at a resting point, and then we slowly are expanding or exhaling our breath. Yeah, and never holding your breath. So that's very good. Anything else? Anything else? I'm sure there are lots of stuff, okay, but we got to kind of dwell on it and think about it. Come back next week and we'll kind of touch bases again. Yep.
Just briefly to remind you what we were taught by our master. He didn't teach that you got to breathe in when you collect your energy and expand. But if you read and if you look at people, listen to them, a lot of them will say that breathing is an integral part of Tai Chi, okay? But our master had something very good for us, because at the time when we first began, we were something like you, when you start to say, breathing, huh? What are we supposed to do with that? He said what you do is breathe naturally. So holding breath, not natural. But if you're wrong timing, not quite on the ball in terms of synchronizing in and out, that's okay if you're breathing regularly. And as time goes by, you may find that the different routines will lend themselves to this pattern of collecting, centralizing, breathing in, and expanding your body, expand your breath. One caution is that certain routines don't lend themselves to being able to do this type of pattern of breathing, because Tai Chi existed as Tai Chi, not as breathing exercise. It was a fighting thing, and you don't think about breathing when you're fighting, okay? But people who wanted to refine it, people who wanted to do it for health, would try to synchronize breathing with the different movements. So don't be worried that sometimes you get to a point you say, oh, I'm expanding and I gotta breathe. Don't hold your breath, you gotta breathe, so breathe. Another interjection, which that's more my concoction. One of the physiologic activities that can be automatic in your body, because if you try to hold your breath, you come to a certain point and there's a drive inside your body that says, you gotta take a breath, okay? But other times you could say, I'm short of breath, I wanna breathe faster. But I wanna slow down and relax, I breathe slower. So it's under your conscious control. Whereas other automatic functions, heart rate, try and make your heart stop or slow down when you're excited or you're angry or whatever it is. It doesn't happen. But I was thinking that if you control your rate of breathing, some of the times the automatic functions that you don't have direct control over fall into line. So you're doing a nice slow exercise, you breathe real slow, pretty soon your heart says, hey, slow down, and everything's automatic function. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of the processes that are going on in our mind that are sort of semi-automatic, we might want to shut it off, but we can't. It falls into line following the automatic function of the body. But I don't think any Tai Chi master would talk about autonomic nervous system. That's it. Or they do talk about one part of the mind, and they say the mind drives the body. They're talking about the intentional mind. Tai Chi is driven by the mind. It's an intentional act. That's the portion they're talking about, the mind. You come to Western medicine, science, you have the mind which is automatic, and not so automatic kind of functions.
So I think Ken touched upon it, but the better that we can get and understand our breathing in conjunction with our movements, that would give you another dimension of relaxation. And we also use the word commonly use it, recycling our energy, recycling our breath. Okay, so nothing is really dispensed and never gotten back, but it's back to recycling. And that's what makes Tai Chi powerful, relaxing, okay? All right, enough talking. We have about 25 minutes of nonstop, and then let's kind of put everything to a head and try to focus in many areas as we can, okay? All right, good Tai Chi posture, Yang Ten form, commencing form. Pulsing of the monkey. Brush knee. Part the wild horse's mane. Cloud hands. Golden cockerel. Kick out. Grasp the bird's tail. Apparently close. Embrace the tiger or cross hands. Closing form. Okay, this time I try to reverse my routine by giving you a sense of confidence by doing it without details. Now I'll give you a little bit of detail. Commencing form, shift weight, open, rotate, deep breath, reverse exhale, center higher, glance open, pulse of the monkey, slide forward, slide back. Brush knee, shift weight, all together, multitask. Brush knee, one. Good stretch. Sit back. Twist. Parallel higher T. L. Turn hips and waist, hands go for the ride. Sit back, twist, ball and T, part the wild horse's mane. Sit, twist, center, T, L. Here it is. Flip that hand and join it. Sit back. 12 o'clock, stem cup. Pivot out to the 9 o'clock. Two things happen. Close and flip your hands. 3 o'clock, two things happen. One thing happens at 9. Two things happen at 3. Use your hips and waist. Hands go for the ride. Now into a transition. Shift weight to the left up. Spiral. Golden cockle. Shift weight. Spiral. Left. Right. Golden cockle. Gather energy. Semicircle it up. And out. Exhale. Round out with your ball to center, out to the side. Forearm. Turn hips and waist. Reposition hands as you sit down, sit back. Shout that energy. Recycle it back to yourselves. And out again. Twist. Round out with the ball. Out and to the side. Push. Inhale. Exhale. Semicircle. Non-stop, continuous. Rotate and spiral up and in and out. Drop your shoulders, tuck the elbows, wrists, flex the knees. Wrap around, shift your weight. Okay, so you see that all of a sudden the pace picked up a little bit, okay? But we know that to go slower is harder, so we'll try to find a in-between pace. Commencing form, shift weight. 60, 70, 80, 90, rotate. Deep breath. Spiral down, make yourself small. Watch that hand go to the back and higher, open, bring it to the ear, smooth it out as you repulse the monkey. Center higher, glance, turn head and neck, slide. T-stand, spiral, all together. Sit back, twist. Spiral to your shoulder on a T, out into the side. Smooth it out as you breathe and create your circles. Center, part the wild horse's mane. Everything that we do with our upper body, including our hips and waist, are spirals and circles. Even now at cloud hands. Hips and waist, direct your movements. The power of the mind. Gaining that relaxation because we're focused on breathing. Shifting of weight, golden cockerel. Creating spirals. Centering. Expanding, recycling. Centering nicely to hold our balance. Listening and learning more about our body, that you are in total control. Sit and out. Twist. Center. Out. Push. Turn hips and waist. sit down, sit back, look back, turn, contact, center, push out, roll back, sit down, expand, recycle, sit, spiral, shift weight, embrace, rotate, in and out. So you can see that not only our movements are done in one piece, but slowly but surely, all our focus areas are blending in as if each one is an integral part of the whole. Commencing form. Okay, with that same sensation of peacefulness and relaxation, I want you to layer it with something positive in your thoughts, along with the other focus areas. Begin. put some frosting on that cake, okay? Make it more beautiful. Enjoy it. Here we go. Saving the best for the last. Okay, one more candle for good luck. Here we go. commencing form, shift weight. 60, 70, 80, 90, rotate, deep breath. Spiral down, make yourself small. Watch that hand go to the back and higher, open, bring it to the ear. Smooth it out as you repulse the monkey. Center higher, glance, turn head and neck, slide. T-stand, spiral, all together. Sit back, twist, spiral to your shoulder on a T, out into the side. Smooth it out as you breathe and create your circles. Center, part the wild horse's mane. Everything that we do with our upper body, including our hips and waist, are spirals and circles. Even now at cloud hands. Hips and waist, direct your movements. The power of the mind. Gaining that relaxation because we're focused on breathing. Shifting of weight, golden cockerel. Creating spirals. Centering. Expanding, recycling. Centering nicely to hold our balance. Listening and learning more about our body, that you are in total control. Sit and out. Twist. Center. Out. Push. Turn hips and waist. Sit down, sit back, look back, turn, contact, center, push out. Roll back, sit down, expand, recycle. Sit, spiral, shift weight, embrace, rotate, in and out. So you can see that not only our movements are done in one piece, but slowly but surely, all our focus areas are blending in as if each one is an integral part of the whole.